Hello, my name's David Lang. I'm with Sam Rodriguez, and we're out here at 433 West 25th Avenue in Spokane, Washington. Today's date is November 11th, 2016, and we're getting ready to do a inspection of the main line for this residence. What the main line is it's where all your lines tie in and exit your house and connect with the city sewer. What we're looking at right now is the hub where the main line connects to your city sewer. The homeowner is responsible for everything from this hub, the connection to the sewer, this hub, and everything back to their house. We're going to start pulling back, and we're going to make some recommendations on the condition of the line, what we see, and maybe some recommendations on what to help. Some procedures that might be able to be taken to rectify some of the problems.
So let's push out a little bit. You can see those roots at the end of the section.
I'm going to push out just a little bit farther, and the camera's going to drop into the city sewer there, and I'm going to pull back. You can see the root intrusion here. We're at 96 feet. 96 5 inches from the clean out downstairs in the house, which is where we're doing our video inspection from. I'm going to continue. I'm going to start pulling back. You're going to notice the water draining is the bottom of the pipe, and also it'll be able to be told by where the light is shining. Right now we're in what looks like to be 4-inch cast iron. I'm going to continue. I'm going to start pulling back, and look what cast iron is indicative of. Why we know it's cast iron is because of the pitting and the rust color,
which is pretty normal.
Cast iron has a very long life expectancy. Realistically, what you're looking for is any cracks, holes, any root intrusions, things like that. So far it's looking pretty good. We're at 87 feet. I'm going to continue to pull back here. Continuing to pull back. Bottom of the pipe is in the left-hand bottom part of your screen here. Bear with me just one moment. Continue to pull back, just passing the 79-foot mark.
So far no cracks or holes or anything like that, which is good. It's normal to see it rusted out like this.
Pipe's looking pretty nice. Passing the 70-foot mark here. Continue to pull back. Here we come up on a minor root intrusion. There could be a hole in the line there.
Where the roots are intruding. Realistically, this is kind of seamless right here. You don't see any seams. And with roots intruding in this section, you can see that there's most likely holes right there what those roots are intruding into. What we suggest for roots is to make sure they get cabled out once a year. The thicker those guys get over there, the bigger the hole is going to get in that cast iron. Eventually it could harm the pipe as well, possibly make it collapse if you let it go long enough. So yeah, realistically, getting it cabled out every year would be a great idea. Other things you can do for roots is what's called a Root X application. And what that does is we come in, we do a video inspection, then we make sure we cut out all the roots, and then we apply this Rootex, and what that is a poison. It'll poison the line. You can see some more roots are intruding in this section right here. Most likely a hole. You can see that the earthworm right there is finding himself a nice home. And so yeah, what you want to make sure of is make sure to get these roots cabled out so it does not hurt the integrity of the line itself. The Rootex will poison these roots after it's cut to make sure they don't grow back, or it at least stunts their growth for a period of time. You can see this section is pretty root bound, and it looks like right here is we're switching from the cast iron at this connection to, let's pull back a little bit and we see if we can identify what this pipe is real fast. Looks like tile. So you can see that the roots are almost taking up the majority of the pipe. It's definitely a good idea to get this cabled out, which we're going to be doing today after this video inspection. And we'll be sure to throw the camera in afterwards to make sure we did a good job on cleaning all this stuff up. The cast iron itself has that seam right there where it connects to the tile, and that's where stuff is coming in, so there's no holes or nothing wrong with the integrity of the pipe there. Stuff looks to be pretty lined up pretty well. Keep pulling back here. So we're in 4-inch tile right now, and it looks like right here is another very large root intrusion at a seam.
Tile is laid in 2 to 5 foot sections. The most problematic areas for tile is in those seams. Over time, the ground settles, and after settling, the seams kind of separate and they offset, and that's a place where roots grow in. We're coming up on a fairly large root intrusion again. The reason these root intrusions are so problematic is because they hold up the flow of any liquids and especially solids, and then they accumulate there, causing backups. Right now we have, I mean, you can see that over, about 85–90% of this line is closed off right here.
Realistically, when we threw our camera all the way out is what made that hole down there, so most of the pipe was full. We're still on the 4-inch tile. I don't really see any too major separations. It just seems like roots are really coming in these seams.
Continue to pull back. We're about at 54 feet. You can see the hole we made with our camera
as it slowly closes. The issue with these roots are mainly, looks like a leaf made it in there too. All that toilet paper right there is just getting caught up on these roots and all that. Looks like there's a minor separation right there. It's pretty small. You can see some water pulling up in that one section, but it's nothing too major at all. It's definitely very normal to see roots coming in at almost every single one of these seams in the tile. What you're mostly worried about is a large separation. If it settles in the ground too much, you'll have something so offset that it's either going to hold a lot of water or barely anything is going to be able to drain through it because it's just closed off. But yeah, the main issue for this line is definitely roots. The tile itself looks to be in pretty good shape. The only issue is these roots are holding back water right here.
Along with another option, along with Rootex, is what we have is called a commercial jetter, and it absolutely scours the sides of the line with 4,000 psi and takes care of these roots.
Yeah, what the commercial jetter is, it's just like a giant air compressor hooked up to a hose that shoots pressurized water through the line. We throw the hose down the line and it shoots about 4,000 psi of water through it. It'll cut roots out and scour the walls of the pipe completely clean. You can see how it's just kind of dirty and mucky up top. The bottom of the pipe is the bottom right-hand corner of the screen.
Continue to pull back.
Do you need me by? Any questions?
Last year, we did a treatment of Rootex. You guys left us with Rootex. Did we use the same thing this year?
Yeah,
continue to pull back. We went back into cast iron.
Okay, I mean, he recommends.
You can see where there's a clean out right there,
Okay.
about 23 feet from the clean out that we're cabling from. Continue to pull back. Line looks really sweet now that we're back in the house. The cast iron usually starts about 3 to 5 feet from the foundation.
Right. So, can you just read over that with us? Or, I mean, I guess you could do it today.
Continue to pull back here.
Not a problem.
Coming up on our clean out. A little bit of standing water here, right at the bottom of this clean out. Coming up and out. And this is where we're doing the video inspection at 433 West 25th Avenue. We're right inside the downstairs door right here. This is David and Sam with Bulldog Rooter. Thank you.